After the likes of Lance Stevenson, JaVale McGee, and now Rajon Rondo follow. Woj reporting Rondo and the Lakers, 1 year, $9 million. Brian Windhorst says this take.
What are they doing?
Go ahead, yeah.
What have we...
What?
I will say this. LeBron thinks... This is the first time hearing about this. I'm reacting to this in real time.
I love it.
LeBron respects the hell out of Rajon Rondo. But if we've learned anything in the last 15 years of watching LeBron James play, you've got to have shooters on the court with him. The game with where it is, he has to have space. You have to stretch the floor. The best thing, the best the Cavs ever were was when he had 4 shooters on the court with them. The Miami Heat pioneered small ball in ways with Chris Bosh moving out. They've signed guys in the last 3 days. None of them can shoot.
With Rondo out, Julius Randle is in. It's a trade of sorts. After Randle was renounced in L.A., he quickly signs 2 years, $18 million, reports Woj, with the Pelicans. Baseball in a game on ESPN. How about this? Rick Porcello's first career double, a bases-clearing 2-sacker. The Red Sox up on his good friend Max Scherzer and the Nationals 3-0. Yankees and Braves even at 1 early. Aaron Judge, Johan Camargo have swapped home runs. That game on ESPN+. World Cup, Neymar, goal and an assist. Brazil to the quarters, 2-0 over Mexico. Belgium next up for them. They rally from 2-0 down to beat Japan with a goal in the final seconds.
Hey, it's Amino Hassan filling in for Dan and Stu. I'll have Mike Goalie Jr. with me. We'll talk about how Brazil is the greatest soccer-playing nation ever. And maybe we'll talk about Falco, too. That's Tuesday on the Dan Le Batard Show with Stu Gatz on ESPN Radio.
Yes, sir. This is the Kevin Sutton Show, coming to you loud and proud the way we do it on ESPN, baby. I just saw the boss man go outside. I was like, yo, dog, where the check at? He's like, oh, you got to talk to my wife. You got to talk to my wife. She ain't got the money yet. Jerry Daniels, I need my money. Show me the money. Do you not know that movie? Got to get older, kid. Got to get older, baby.
Jerry Maguire, what are you talking about?
All right, you got to get older. You got to get older.
Mm-hmm.
Got to do your thing.
The Kevin Sutton Show is proudly sponsored by Cruz and Pascara, PA, personal injury attorneys. That's right. Or you've been in a car accident, slip and fall. Full service law firm over at Cruz and Pascara, PA. Offices downtown Orlando. Call them up at 407-841-0200. Tell them the Kevin Sutton Show sent you, or do the code word.
Yeah.
And you get the VIP treatment. No, seriously. You always get the VIP treatment at Cruz and Pascara, where you're not just a client, you're family. And I have an awesome story. I met someone who got in a car accident and was having neck pain. Happened 5 days ago. I said, you call Brian Cruz and you tell him I sent you.
Good.
And they said, all right, what's his number? And thank gosh I knew, 407-841-0200.
Good.
Yes.
They better not ask me. I'm just telling them go to the website. I don't remember nobody's number. After this new invention called an iPhone, I forget everything. But I heard there's something that could possibly help us, and you will find out about it a little bit more. Maybe it could help me remember people's names. That would be amazing. Back when I was younger, I remembered everything. I remember my ex-girlfriend, how she dumped me. I remember how my ex-girlfriend, I called her. Okay, we're not going to go there right now, but I don't even remember her name right now. But I know she's an ex. So we're going to get into some stuff. But today, I got in the studios with me my man, Dr. Phil.
Okay. Today is Monday, baby. My words of wisdom for you all that LeBron is GOAT. Gone on another team.
Gone on other team?
Another team.
Gone on another team. He's a guy.
I said gone on another team.
Oh,
that's
whatever.
GOAT.
Oh, man, you're too literal.
You guys can't spell. Mm-hmm.
And we got my girl, Maya, with the ladies' point of view.
because you've had so many losses with LeBron James.
And tell me you don't do the same thing.
Oh, please.
Okay, Myra.
Please.
All I do is win.
Can you put my real music on, please? Okay? I'm having a good time because it's all right. Y'all aren't going to win the championship anyway.
Yeah, like, how many times have you won croissant? I mean,
nothing.
They don't even know how to make good food.
Hey, where's your beret? You know? You
Y'all
should have
flip-flopping.
worn your beret now.
Where's your croissant jersey?
You see this, CC?
I will say France has a World Cup title in 1998, whereas Argentina's.
They've had two.
When? Recently?
Well, you know it only comes every 4 years, right?
Oh, I'm just saying.
my
Was it more recent than 98?
Bruh, it's like that, dog? Like you coming over here like that? Like,
Did you miss me?
Not right now. Not right now.
You are coming the wrong way, bruh.
I do want to say.
Hold on. We have a caller that's been dying for the first segment. So please,
okay,
let's go through this.
Do that.
All right, so guys,
they better not be talking no France stuff.
No
French.
This is America.
No French stuff.
And we're making it great again. First off, not talking about France.
Okay. All right, guys. So we all know what happened with LeBron. That was the major news that happened last night. LeBron has gone to the Lakers. And the person I actually have on the phone, this has been a lifelong friend. We do share the same last name, but we are not family because he's always liked the Lakers, and I have always hated the Lakers. You guys know that. So right now on the line, I have Nick. Nick, are you there?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, Nick, what's going on with you?
What it do, dog?
Hey, not much. It's a very good day. It's a very good day here, and it's a very good day in L.A.
So why are you an LA fan? Honestly, what was the reason why you became an LA fan? So you've been an LA fan since the 90s, so why?
It's just man, I taught myself sports, you know what I'm saying? So just watched it, they were on TV, and I said, you know what? That's my team. I'm running with them. And I've been a fan of them ever since. The good years, bad years.
The really bad years?
Yeah.
Mostly
the
good
5
years. Come on.
Yeah.
That's garbage, man. I'm not gonna tell you that you shouldn't have dreams and aspirations to like a team just because of the colors.
Now, Nick,
I mean, do you like Barney too? I mean, is that how you just pick that? And like, hey, man, I like this team. They got great colors. I mean,
like purple Kool-Aid?
When's the last time I said something like that? Besides Myra during the Super Bowl.
I picked the Colts because of their helmet when I was like 4 years old.
You were 4. You were 4.
He gets it?
Oh, my goodness. All right, go ahead. Continue.
So tell me your reaction once you found out that LeBron got signed. Were you throwing a house party? What was going on in your head when you found this out?
It was last night at dinner time, and my wife was talking to me, but I just started clapping and screaming. And she was like, Nick, I'm talking to you. But I wasn't hearing nothing she was saying. I was just, a friend of mine named Dak, she sent me the word, and I was just like, yes, it's yes. I'm excited, man.
Now,
Nick, hold on. Can I chime in here? Nick, okay. So are we just going to eliminate the entire NBA playoff seasons now? Because obviously no one's going to be able to defeat the West Coast from the East. I mean, let's just be serious now. We're talking about a championship that's going to stay on the West Coast for what? Another good 3 to 5 years?
Oh, I would say at least 45. I mean, it's so.
Wait, did you say 45?
LeBron James' hairline being all the way in the back of his neck, but they'll be still dunking on him.
Yeah, it's lopsided right now, though. It's definitely lopsided right now.
Oh, my
The question to me is, this is what I've been thinking, guys, is did LeBron make this move because he knew that was the only way he could take down Kevin Durant and Steph Curry? That's my question.
No.
Because
that's convoluted, Myra.
Because we talked about him possibly going to Houston, which I thought was a little bit more competitive than in LA, for the next season. Mm-hmm. But by going to LA, does this mean the West Coast Finals will be more exciting than the East versus West National Championship?
Hold on. I got my man Rich Rogers. He normally slip and slide on through, but we didn't even get there because we had a call on the line. Where are you at on this, Rich? I know you like kind of study on the backside of what goes on in the NBA. How are you feeling about this LeBron situation?
Well, I think LeBron, obviously, he's going up against a very difficult Golden State team, and Houston too. Now you got to realize that all these other guys, George and Chris Paul, signed with their teams. So those players that thought possibly going to the Lakers are not going to go to the Lakers. So I think this is like a 1 or 2 year building. I know that next summer is going to be another free agent opening. for Magic Johnson to try to put a team together. But this team right now, they may win 50, 60 games, maybe if they're lucky. There's no way at this point they can compete against Golden State. But Myra might be right. No. Building it up over the next few years, yeah, that might be correct.
Nick, you agree with that?
No, I agree. No. We're not knocking down Golden State this year. I think we're at least a 6 through 8.
Hold on, dog. Like, hold on. Wait. Where you get your flip flops at?
What are you talking about?
No, bro. Look.
Well, he's right.
You said die hard. Lakers fan, the good times and the bad.
So you got to understand that there are bad times. So
but at the same time, let's not underestimate the king. Do y'all not see the Cavaliers this year?
Garbage.
So I'm saying,
what we got right now, we don't have any shooters right now, man. We don't have any shooters.
You don't think the king can do a little something with the Lakers?
I know. I got to tell you, Nick, this is a guy who just single-handedly practically took his team to the NBA playoffs, and you're telling me with a team and a coach system like LA and the resources and the fans that they're not ending up in the finals and possibly can take out Golden State before the next 3 years?
Not what we got right now. Oh, within the next 3 to 4 years, yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right.
I don't know, Nick.
Maybe, Nick, I don't even know. Maybe your last name is what's confusing you. You know what I'm saying? But let me tell you something like this, man. I'm like,
so y'all think with what we got right now, as it is right now, let's just say the season starts tomorrow.
Season starts tomorrow. Mm-hmm.
We have enough to take down the Golden State in the finals.
Okay, let me tell you like this. First off, you got the Kang, the Kang, and the Kang. You understand? I don't care what team he played for. I'm never switching. I'm never buying a jersey. But I believe in the Kang, and I believe in King James' version of the Kang, and I believe in what Kang can do. So you got to put your faith in the Kang. If you don't put your faith, drop the collar. Drop the call. Nick, we don't even want him no more.
Nick, we got to go to break. Thanks for calling, brother. I appreciate it.
Don't ever call back. Don't ever call me on Facebook. Don't call me on Facebook Messenger. Don't DM me. Don't slide in my DMs. Don't go on my personal wall. Listen, Nick, you are fired. I'm trumping you right now. You are fired. I'm building a wall between us in the studios so you can never call in again. Put him on the do not call line, and anytime his name come up, it says, Kevin, no. That's what I want to see next time. Could you fix it for me, CC?
Yeah, I'll make that happen.
All right, I'm like trumping this, and you are fired. Goodbye.
Thanks, Nick.
I'm taking my short hands, and I'm pushing the next button. We go on the commercial break. We out.
Saying at least one stupid thing per day.
I've been beating the meat, but I ain't never did it in the cooler like you did.
This is the Kevin Sutton Show on ESPN 580 Orlando.
Oh, my goodness. Phil. When you make your selections, take a little time. To keep on making me look so good. My mama will be proud of me for everything I have said thus far.
Yeah?
Not really, but
no.
I'm concerned about that right there.
Nah,
hey, guys, if you want to figure out how much I am an idiot, hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, all under the username Kevin Sutton Show. I am better at being an idiot, better than Stephen A. Smith.
Hey,
I'm going to claim that right now.
And you know what's funny is we actually have a guest in the studio today, and I'm almost concerned that he doesn't know if we're for real or...
Oh, no, I already prepped him.
Okay.
I'm for real.
I already prepped him.
I already got the warning before the show started about everything going on here.
I've been ignorant since the day I was born. I got a check from Morgan & Morgan because my mama dropped me on my head right in the hospital.
Hey, and we want to send a special shout-out to Gary Rowan. We just met Gary. Kevin and I were out knocking on doors as I'm preparing in my campaign for Orange County Commission District 3.
Yes.
Geez, we walked this weekend probably about 20 hours combined between Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, I was talking to Kevin all day Saturday. You guys were out.
We started at 9 a.m. and finished at 8:30, and then yesterday we worked from 10
I just
to 8.
told her when Black History Month comes, hopefully all this is done and over with. And after that, I like her to understand that Father's Day has already passed. I didn't get that either.
I didn't get a Mother's Day.
No one's worried about that
All
right
right,
now.
but anyway.
This is about me and my personal issues.
We had the
I
pleasure.
told the guy, Mr. Gary, I want to talk to you about my wife's campaign. She's running for Orange County Commissioner, District 3. Me, as the official, unofficial first black African-American lady, I would like you to be able to help me go home and sleep well tonight by you allowing me to put a sign in your yard. And he said, well, that's the first time I have anybody come to me say like that. I said, is it because I'm black?
Did you really do that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm ignorant. I figure if I make them laugh about politics first, then we can break down all of the barriers, regardless if they're Republican or Democrat, independent, no party, Tea Party, bachelor party, any in between. I figure that helps us get over the hurdles of what's wrong with this country.
Wow.
That's true. Mr. Gary Rowan was very gracious, and he's also an author.
And he let me get a yard sign so I can go.
Well, there you go.
I can go to sleep tonight.
But anyways, we're going to move on. We have, I was a little felt bad because, we have Zach in the studio with us who's visiting us, and he's probably thinking, oh, heck, I'm staying away from this one when Kevin was talking.
No, not at all. Not at all.
All right. Well, that voice that you guys don't recognize because he's not the normal guy on our show, that's Zach with Orlando Hyperbarics. Welcome to the show, Zach.
Hi, thanks for having me. How are you now?
No, thanks for coming to hang out with us today.
I got excited because I thought I told you I'm ignorant. So I thought when I seen the text, I thought it said hyperphonics. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe he did actually see that.
So I was like, bring him in, dog.
Wow.
But
oh, man.
it's different.
But you,
Little different.
Well, what's crazy, and we're going to let, Phil kind of lead us into how you guys met. But this has been a topic that we've actually talked about in the show because when we talk about athletes. And there are a lot of athletes that we've talked about on the show, both from the action sports world to the wrestling world, who really swear by this treatment. And Phil, who is a big wrestling enthusiast, and Rich, who's a big skateboard enthusiast, these issues that you guys can help people with are something that happens very often.
Yeah,
so
it happens all the time in sports. It's one of the most common injuries in sports.
Well, a lot of people don't even know what hyperbaric oxygen therapy is. So before we even get started, please just kind of inform people on what it actually is.
All right, so hyperbaric oxygen therapy is where we actually put you under pressure in a 100% oxygen-rich environment.
Is Queen playing in the background?
We always joke about having that on the holding music for our office all the time. No,
you need somebody ignorant to work at your office. Are you hiring?
Go ahead, submit your resume, Orlando Hyperbaric. CC
Alan,
me on
you hear
it.
that?
But yeah, we put patients in a hyperbaric chamber, which is oxygen under pressure. And what we breathe now is 21% at normal atmospheres right now, and then 100% obviously under pressure is a lot more. And that just gets deeper and fully saturates the bloodstream of oxygen.
And so what does that actually do? So someone who has, let's say, concussions, that's probably the main thing. What does that actually do for their brain?
All right, so first you really got to break down what a concussion is. A lot of people just think, oh, you knocked your melon on something, I got a concussion. That's not the complete truth of it. There's a lot more to it that people don't realize. So the brain has multiple spheres and sections within it, which are all different densities. So you have one that's a little harder, a little softer, all over the place. There's multiples of them, and it's all sitting inside your head. So when you have a sudden jerking motion, those things hit at separate times on the inside of your skull. And in between those, they have these little neural pathways we call axons. But I just call them the the neural highway for all the information that goes between everything. So not only are you bruising those different parts of the brain, but you're causing damage to those neural pathways in between the brain. So you're not getting information from one section to the other.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like driving down I-4 right now. You're not getting anywhere at a good time because it's just so messed up. So you can think of I-4 as a huge concussion going on.
And so multiple concussions has got to permanently damage those highways, right?
Yeah, those highways. It's called post-concussion syndrome or CTE, chronic traumatic encephalopathy. I probably
Those
said
are
that wrong.
big words, but
yeah,
but
I
Zach,
get that right now.
Zach,
I'm nodding my head just because I don't want him to think that I'm ignorant. Even though I made the announcement previously, I want you to know I'm following along because I do deal with that with the fatherhood program where we talk about shaken baby syndrome.
Yes.
And so I do actually understand what you're saying. So I am agreeing out of education wise. We're on the same level right now. I'm feeling you, brother.
Exactly.
Not just being ignorant.
What were you saying, Myra?
No, and so how exactly does the treatment help the brain, like kind of repair some of those neurons?
So now that we know what the concussion is, hyperbaric oxygen therapy actually creates more neural pathways within the brain itself. It helps repair those. So those things that have been damaged, we're creating more neural pathways that actually connect them back together. It's actually using stem cells, which creates those neural pathways. So the ones you have within your brain and your body already self are taking that extra oxygen because it's already it's called hypoxia, which is the biggest thing you don't want to have in any type of injury wound care. That's lack of oxygen, hypoxia.
Okay.
So by fully saturating the oxygen and the plasma to over 10 times what you get right now, we're able to rebuild those neural pathways and help heal those areas of the brains that aren't even getting the air that they need to heal properly.
Okay, now you said it's an actual chamber. So can you give a little bit of description of what people? So someone walks in there, they sign up, they do all this stuff. Are they lying in a room? Like, what is this chamber? Like what is it like?
So inside our hyperbaric facility, you have 2 chambers in there right now, and they both are almost like single-sized beds.
Okay.
And they slide in a tube that has about 3.5 feet on each side around you. So there's plenty of room to move around in there.
Okay.
You can stretch, do whatever you want to do a couple push-ups if that's what you feel like doing. But you get in there, you let me know what you want to watch on TV because you can't take a remote in there because a lot of oxygen is pretty flammable. So nothing goes in there except for your clothes. You do wear clothes. You wear 100% cotton garments that we give you to wear.
You hear that, Kevin? You can't fart in the chamber, okay?
You can. You just got to deal with it. That's on you. It ain't on me. That's getting vented straight out the back. So you just go in there and you let me know what you want to watch on TV. I sit there, I supervise you, I monitor, take care of everything before and after the treatment to make sure you're in and out in the best way possible.
Okay, can I ask some questions here? So how long is the treatment?
Treatments vary from 60 to 90 minutes.
Okay, and so do people go to sleep?
Some people go to sleep. It's a little hard to fall asleep in an oxygen-rich environment.
What does
Some
it
people
feel
can.
like? Can you tell us, what does it feel like when you're in there?
Have you ever swam to the bottom of a pool?
Yes.
So you know that little pressure on your ear?
Yes.
That's all you feel.
But you can breathe.
You breathe normal.
Okay.
There's no pressure on your chest or any difficulty
this
doing
is
anything.
coming from somebody that's claustrophobic.
Yeah, I'm claustrophobic.
And I won't say what I also call it because it ain't proper.
I am claustrophobic. So, like, doing an MRI, like, one time I went to do a stand-up MRI, and I got so anxious I couldn't do it.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Way different than an MRI. There's room to see. The chambers are all acrylic and clear, so you can see everything around you. You can stare at me the entire time if you want.
It's like you're Snow White.
Yeah.
But you lay in a container like a coffin, right?
Much bigger than a coffin.
Okay.
Much bigger.
Zach, I don't mean to...
and she's not even there. Like, hold on now.
You can hear her voice trembling.
I can't breathe right
It's
now.
a funeral. It's a funeral.
Is there a
I know. How did I go to coffin immediately?
I don't know how you went to that one immediately.
Jeez. So it's like you're dead, right?
No.
We prevent that.
All right. So on that part of the oxygen, that the oxygen being enriched into the blood system. So is there a part that through concussions is that same as someone like being blacked out where you're getting choked? Say like you're getting choked out and so you lose oxygen to the brain, which makes you faint. Is that the same type of impact from a concussion, like some serious head trauma makes your brain think the oxygen gets cut off? Is that kind of like what is happening? Like I'm seeing where like the bump in the head causes issues with the I-4 traffic, but where is it that oxygen coming back into the body helps it heal? Is it like the oxygen creates us a
I'm kind of
mass?
interpreting, and Zach, you tell us if we're on the right page. So almost like there's damage, and the hyperbaric chamber actually allows that to grow back faster than natural, in a sense.
Correct. Yes.
Is that it?
Yes.
Okay.
Some of those areas
Because
won't
we
even be able
take
to get
in
them.
oxygen
Correct.
anyway, so like how your body heals.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's kind of like the hyperbaric chamber increases that, makes it faster and safer in a way.
Correct. And some of those areas you don't even get that much oxygen because it's so distal to where the actual pump of it is. Your heart's the pump. I just call it the pump.
Wow. Zach probably didn't know he was going to have to be under so much pressure.
Now
I want to talk about sports now when
we're
we get
getting
back
into
on
that.
that. You know,
But
like
now
how it goes into sports.
But I'm thinking something like back when I was little, my grandma had an oxygen tank, and we all used to steal it and stand stand in the corner and put the mask on and
Not
get
the same
oxygen.
thing.
We got Adam
if there's
Taylor
something
calling.
to that.
Adam
You know what I'm
Taylor's
saying?
calling
Yep.
in.
Oh,
Stay
yeah.
tuned, man.
Adam Taylor,
This
definitely.
is the Kevin Sutton Show. We got the crew. We're talking hyperbaric chambers and pressurized and air, flat tires. They give free air at Wawa. All right.
No, and we're talking about coffins.
I'm just going to get a container, a glass container that you can see through, and just put the air chuck on it from the Wawa station, and then people can go inside, and that'll be a hyperbaric chamber that's a little bit cheaper than what they cost. Because I want to know the cost. Wawa is free. Stay here. Kevin Sutton Show. Well. Under pressure. You can get your services free at Wawa.
Oh, my God, Kevin.
The Kevin Sutton Show Hyper-Baric Chambers for only $9.99. We will talk about their prices soon after Mara tells us how we make some more money.
The Kevin Sutton Show is proudly sponsored by Cruz and Pescara, PA. That's right. Maybe you have already been in an accident and you have an attorney. And, this is a very difficult time that you could be going through. And you kind of get that feeling like, is my lawyer doing enough? Why haven't I heard from him? What's the latest? What's going to happen to me? Well, Cruz and Pescara, they offer free case evaluation. That's right, free. No strings attached. You come on in, you sit down, you have them go over your case. You know what? Things may be just right on track, or there could be things that somebody might have missed. There's, like I said, bring in your case, let them talk to you, let them make sure you're getting your fullest extent of representation. Cruz and Pescara, where you're just not a client, you're family. Offices downtown Orlando, 407-841-0200, or as we call them, I4 Lawyers. That's right. And hey, always tell Kevin Sutton Show sent you. Or feel free to reach out to us. We're always happy to introduce you, get you connected to these people because they're amazing. So we got all excited with the Zach comment. And have we heard from Adam yet?
Yeah, Adam
Adam's
Taylor.
on the line.
And before we get Adam on the phone, because we all know Adam. Adam's our West Coast correspondent. Adam is a professional skateboarder. Skateboarded. He's gold medal. What was he?
He won a silver
medal in the X Games for skateboarding, which is that is the ramps where they go up.
Mega
high.
ramp.
The mega ramp.
How high is that?
Mega
Adam will
ramp.
tell us when it comes on the air.
Okay.
But
Mega
it's at
ramp.
20 foot high, I think.
Okay, 20 foot high. And a couple years ago,
Super mega ramp.
Adam fell
I'm sorry, Zach.
when he came down and had serious traumatic brain injury.
That part was serious.
It was, and it's taken him a while to get back, and he is back. And can we welcome Adam Baum Taylor to the Kevin Sutton Show?
Yo, what's up, you guys? I'm
What
back. Glad to be back
up,
on the show.
bro? What is going on, dog? West Coast?
How you been?
I've been good.
Oh man, that's
Yeah, it's
awesome.
awesome.
We got to tell you, I mean, not on a little side note, we've been talking to Tony Hawk and hope to have him on the show later on this month.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, we're really excited.
So rad.
So Adam, you're a regular on our show, even though it's been a minute since we've spoken. We have Zach in our studio. Zach works with the Orlando Hyperbaric Chamber here in Central Florida, which you're very familiar with that procedure, correct?
Yes, I am.
Tell Zach a little bit about your story and your experience with this.
One of my hyperbaric chamber was one of my therapies I did to get back on my board. I suffered a traumatic brain injury in 2010. I fell and hit the back of my head skating in a vert contest in Dew Tour Las Vegas. I was wearing a helmet. That's what everyone always asked me first. Yes, I was wearing a helmet, and yes, I still got a traumatic brain injury. So that happened, and it changed everything. I was out of the game for a long time, but I heard about this other therapy that's considered new and doctors aren't sure about or whatever. But I had a chance to do this, and the Athlete Recovery Fund actually took care of the costs for the hyperbaric chamber treatment. So that's kind of where I'm at with that.
So tell us about your therapy. So tell us about how you met a doctor and how the therapy, the times you went that continued to start healing you to get back on track.
Yeah, so I would go every morning for, I think it was like every day for a month, maybe 2 months. And I go sit in the chamber for like an hour and a half and watch TV.
So it didn't feel like a coffin, right?
It did feel like a clear coffin.
Oh,
come on now.
Sorry.
But Adam, could you feel the difference? I mean, over time and over this treatment, what did you feel?
Well, it healed me faster. The process is, correct me if I'm wrong, if it brings more oxygen in your blood to make you heal.
You're right on target.
Faster. I'm not a doctor. So
No, you're right on target with that.
Okay, cool. Then at least I kind of know what I'm talking about with the science part of it. But yeah, I got to do the treatment. I would not have been able to do it without the Athlete Recovery Fund. It was back when Dew Tour and X Games had so many contests, they started a recovery fund, and you could actually put money into it from each your contest winnings.
Cool.
And I happened to be like, this is a great idea, and then unfortunately, I got to use that.
Wow.
It was a lot of money that insurance wouldn't cover. So I'm so thankful for that. Like, it gave me quite a up a leg on getting back skateboarding again.
Now,
competitively.
Adam, so Zach, okay, this obviously is proven helped him.
Yes.
Why are you guys having difficulty medically getting this covered as a medically necessary procedure?
It's not really up to us. It's up to the FDA to really.
Is that kind of like
coverage.
what you're waiting for, as like the authorization of the FDA? Because we're hearing a testimony right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of research going on. There's been research going on for the past 5 years that I know of that have just been dumping money into research for brain injuries through the military, through sports athletes programs, the NFL Players Association. They've been dumping money into researching this to take care of their athletes.
Are we any closer, do you know?
There's studies coming out more and more. It's hard to say if we're closer or not yet because it has to go through the test of it to see what is really happening with it.
So, Adam, you can literally testify that this changed your life.
Yes, I can. There's actually a video about my treatment on YouTube under the Athlete Recovery Fund. Adam Taylor actually talk all about it. You can watch a video of me being in the chamber and all this good stuff. So maybe
I've actually saw that. Yeah, now that I remember, I saw that. It's very good. It's worth watching for sure.
Oh man, Adam, you're amazing. What's up next for you?
What's up next for me? I skate, but not professionally. But I'm actually going to go to X Games this year to
I'll be there.
Manage for 187 and 888.
Okay.
Oh yeah, 187. I love those guys, man.
Yeah, and Adam and his brother were the first two riders, I think, for 187.
Man,
back
you need to get us some 187
Vinton
gear,
worked in St.
Adam.
Augustine. So
show some love to the East Coast.
So it's going to be good. And I know that Adam just worked or was at the Dew Tour and Long Beach this weekend, which is a great. And of course, he'll be at X Games with 187 later this month. I'll be there, and we'll be seeing a lot of our friends there. I think probably Chris Conway will be there. I know he was there last year with Jordan Barrett, and it's going to be amazing. Some of the girl skaters, Sabre Norris, just kills it. We talked about her on one of our shows a couple weeks ago. But we'll save that until then. But it's going to be an exciting time.
Awesome, Adam. We're always rooting for you and whatever you're doing. So thanks for calling in and sharing your story with us, all right?
Awesome.
Thanks, Adam.
For having me on the air.
Always, man.
I'll be
Lots of
looking
love.
for you. I'll be looking for you in Minnesota.
Lots of love for you.
Awesome, man. Love that guy, man.
I'll see ya.
Shizzle, dizzle, fizzle, sizzle.
Zach, you've actually used it for your own health,
Correct,
right?
yeah.
Because you're in the military.
Yes.
You're combat wounded.
Hey, so I hate to interrupt here, but
breaking news.
But
DeMarcus Cousins,
has
signed with the Golden State Warriors.
What?
They got that man on a mid-level extension. Steph, Clay, Durant, Draymond, Boogie.
Whoa!
Wow.
This is insane.
What? The Applebee's
Seriously.
Oh my gosh, is this an intimidation Laker move?
I mean, did they really need to do anything else?
The Lakers go out and get Rondo, JaVale, and who else did and Lance Stevenson and the Warriors were like, well, shoot, how are we going to compete with those three? Wow. I guess we'll just go use our mid-level exemption on DeMarcus Cousins.
The Lakers got Rondo?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. Okay. Nobody's talking about anything else because LeBron James. I mean, the king.
Hey, so, I think this is a huge move on Golden State reacting to the L.A. Lakers.
That is.
Where's Nick Bird? Oh, I forgot. He's rejected.
You guys are silly.
Pretty much. Yeah, dog.
That's a really good basketball team.
Yeah, we need to make sure we save some time on that one.
Yeah,
let's make sure we save some time on that one.
And when is it up? Is today the last day or is it tomorrow?
For free agency?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's still going on. I think it goes until the season starts. Basically, free agency's open.
Yeah, but I mean the hot points.
The hot point. Right now. I mean, DeMarcus Cousins is probably the last one to fall. Now it's a matter of whether
because George resigned, Paul George resigned.
Now what's fun to watch is see if the Lakers pick up the phone and get back on the phone with the San Antonio Spurs for Kawhi Leonard.
No,
this could force the Lakers to make a move for Kawhi Leonard.
I think they were holding out.
They were. I think they were holding out for Boogie.
But financially, how?
Because the king ain't enough. I mean, I love the king.
Yeah.
I love the king, man. But at the same time, brother,
you can't compete with that line.
One of us can't do it alone.
Yeah.
You got to see when Jesus walked on the earth, regardless of whether you believe in the man in the moon or Satan, whichever one you own. When he was walking the earth, he had disciples. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He had Mark, Paul, Luke, and John. You know what I'm saying? LeBron needs other help. He can't save the world by himself. You saw what happened with the Cavaliers. He did not have helps. And once you have helps, it changes the world.
He was like Moses who got to the
water.
The
military. We're really not worried about that, Mar. The military. It's not just the Marines. It's not just the Navy. It's not just the Army.
It is.
I'm guessing you were in the Army. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Kevin got just shot down.
They are the first. They are the first ones on the line, though. I mean, you gotta give it to them.
Reloaded.
The Navy, they stay far back.
I've only heard one branch of military and a couple other groups of guys and gals who go out there.
The views of Zach from Hyperbaric
I'm calling my Marine friends, and we gonna meet you in the parking lot. There will be snipers. No, you guys stay focused. Keep on doing what you do. We're going to come back and get it a little bit more into this Hyperbaric
chamber. Do we have
chamber.
our Monday night?
No, because I wanted to focus. on the Hyperbaric.
Look at Phil. Look at Phil.
Focusing on me.
No Friday, no Monday.
We're going to figure some other things out, but we're going to talk about this, see where you're at. Well, let's talk about some NFL injuries that were major concussions where people stepped out. We know a couple of good people. Sammy Smith talked about the injuries that he had, Miami Dolphins, and we talked to Walter Briggs from the New York Jets. Yeah. He talked about his injuries, and then we even had Marquette Smith
from the Carolina Panthers.
I mean, and we even spoke with what's his name from the Jaguars. What's his name?
Bortles.
Blake Bortles was even talking to us about concussions and how the impact. I mean, certain positions
even
when
though
it comes
quarterback,
to quarterback didn't they get the lit. Stay tuned. We're gonna get into some more. Kevin Sutton Show and the crew. Woo!
Winning at pretty much everything except sports radio.
Winning.
You're listening to the Kevin Sutton Show on ESPN
580 Orlando.
Everybody hands go up, and they stay there, and they stay there, and they stay there.
Well.
This has been a great topic,
$5.3 million deal.
Oh, really?
That's how much he be getting. I wish he my cousin.
He won't. So he's coming off that Achilles injury. So he's not going to – originally he wasn't going to play until November/December is when he was expected to be fully recovered by. I'm willing to bet we don't see DeMarcus Cousins actually in a Golden State jersey until January. This is a move he's betting on himself. I think he was only getting around $15 million for a year offers from other teams, and he's looking at this as an opportunity to, one, get a ring real quick, real easy.
Real quick.
And two, get healthy because he won't have to force himself back early, rush himself back. He can rest as long as he wants.
I mean, when you play for the Pelicans, you got to play.
Yeah, exactly.
But
and
the
now
Warriors, you can sit the bench.
You can rest until you're 100%. He doesn't have to don that jersey until May if he wants to. And
he's
then
just
he'll
going to wear a suit, sit on the bench.
And then he'll get healthy, he'll play, and if he's good, he'll go and make $25 million for 7 years somewhere next year, or 5 years.
He can do the Penny Hardaway.
No, he can do the Grant Hill.
He can do the Grant. Oh,
and I like Grant.
Is this gonna start?
Do the Kawhi Leonard.
Is this gonna start a whole mess of 1 year deals? Everybody is gonna sign 1 year deals.
Well, the Lakers are already signing everyone. Rajon Rondo was a 1 year, and Lance Stevenson was a 1 year deal there, and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope was 1 year as well. The NBA is going to look very different a year from today.
Wow. All right.
Man, that'll be cool. So we have had Zach in the studio with us with Orlando Hyperbaric.
Orlando Hyperbarics.
Barracks. You have
Barracks.
more than one?
No, it's just Orlando Hyperbarics. We have multiple chambers with just one
multiple
Orlando
chambers.
Hyperbarics.
Like a tanning salon. They got a whole bunch of boofers.
So, I mean, I got to, just on a side note, Zach, so everybody has a treatment between 60 and 90 minutes. You only get to see 4 people and you're going home in the day, right?
Oh, no. No, not with multiple chambers. I'm there.
Oh, you're watching multiple chambers.
Yeah, I watch 2 chambers while I'm in there.
Okay, I was going to say, because 90 minutes, you start counting down. All right, how many hyperbarics do I have to do before I go home?
It's all about the logistics. You got to learn how to vary the patients by time to time. You get a lot more in than you think.
Now, I was talking about my coffin situation, right?
Uh-huh.
Do you ever have people who kind of get over anxious and can't do it?
In my 6 years there, I've had one person unable to do the treatment. But they couldn't even get in an elevator. They were so
boy
claustrophobic.
or girl. Or should I say girl or girl?
There we go. We'll stick to that one.
Oh, man. He can't disclose that. It's medical. But one of the things we were wondering, actually, Cece brought this up, outside of traumatic injuries, brain traumatic injuries, what else is the hyperbaric chamber good for?
Well, right now we see a whole lot of children with autism. We help treat that, children within the autism spectrum. Alzheimer's, Crohn's disease, Lyme disease. Those are some of the big ones we see right now. Fibromyalgia, we've seen a lot of those patients. It's all with us studies coming out. As the studies come out, they get put within these support groups for people with these conditions, and that's how we really get out to those groups of people. The studies come out, they read them, they contact us, and it works.
So that was a question I was going to ask you about Alzheimer's, possibly. Obviously being a brain degenerative disease.
Correct.
Have you had results from that?
It slows the process. It makes it a little more bearable and improves the life of the person suffering from it and the family around it.
Now, is there like a time limit? Like, obviously, the sooner you get in, the better. But like, I had an athlete by the name of, we talked about him in Santa Cruz, California, that he got to the hyperbaric chamber within a year of his major injury, and he felt like after the first treatment, he felt so much better. Is there a time in which like it's too late, or obviously the sooner you get in there, the better?
Yeah, the sooner the better. There is no too late time to get in there, but the sooner the better. While the injury's fresh, because with brain injuries, if you're injured and it's not healed to the maximum amount it's going to be, if you have another one, it's that much more severe. Imagine breaking your arm, being in a cast for 3 weeks, and popping some Motrin and going, oh, I feel good. You go out there and you re-break the same arm. Now you've broken it twice, and the damage is a lot more severe. It's the same with a brain injury.
Wow. And, Adam had 2 different major concussions because he did it in Las Vegas in the Dew Tour when he was actually knocked out, woke up in the bed with major bleeding on the brain, and then he did it again snowboarding. So obviously the therapy that you do and that he did obviously does work,
No. Kevin and I were talking. This is a question that he actually had about. He probably forgot.
We got something for that.
What's the average like? Do you just do one session or do you do multiple sessions? I know Adam said he was doing it for a while.
He said a whole month every day.
Yeah, multiple sessions. Most patients we see, our most common package people buy is the 40 treatment package.
40?
40.
Okay.
But it's really
that's
around that.
Divided up in 40 days? Or
40 days, yes. Yes, we can do 2 dives a day with the 60-minute dives, which we do on special cases.
You looked at me when you said that like, I know this bum. He gonna say something. I'm still 12. I apologize.
No worries.
Okay, so before we do get here, please, what's the address? Where's the phone number? How can we get in contact with you guys?
You can get in contact with us.
He's stuck on doo-doo.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to jump at the chamber. I can't remember anything right now. Our phone number is 407-240-3996. And you can find us at 6200 Lee Vista Boulevard, Suite 250, Orlando, Florida, 32822, right out by the airport.
And real quick, we actually had someone comment on Facebook. It said, Laker fans feeling good until that Boogie signing.
Right.
Oh, and real quick, Zach, before we go, what is the price, range and this kind of stuff? I know you guys have packages. Can you because people are asking, like, what does it cost? Like, we've talked everything about but cost.
I did. $9.99 is my service.
The price, we have set packages to help people out. Just give us a call and we can discuss prices and help you out with that.
You know what that means.
I'm not going to, it ain't $20 a treatment.
Whenever they tell you, call in or
Call
see
in
us,
first.
it is normally a setup for bring out your pocketbook.
Can you really put a price on it, though?
On your health, man. Yeah.
I'm completely fine with that. So let me tell you this. Is there a website as well?
OrlandoHyperbarics.com.
All right. Check out the website. Get the information. Put it in your face. Let it sink in. And as you realize that you do need this services, then you call.
Yeah, as you do need it.
Yeah, I always do need it. And when we're getting out of here, man, I just want to say,
we get to go. One of us wants to try it and see what it's like.
I'm the most ignorant.
I think he would benefit the most over here, but unless he's too far gone,
we could make that happen.
Because remember when in school they said, "This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs." Now it's not because of drugs.
And this is Kevin Sutton's brain.
I just know, like from wakeboarding, I've hit my head a lot. I've had wakeboard smack me in the back of the head. I've never had what I call a real concussion because I was still up. But I heard that there are moments where you don't even know you had a concussion.
Micro concussions, correct.
Exactly. So I might be one of those clients.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I do know I have forgotten a lot of things over the years that I used to remember.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, honestly, Zach, we're not playing. I think it'd be kind of cool to see how somebody feels going through that and talk about it.
Yeah, we'd love to have one of you come in and check it out.
You said one of you.
One of you.
No. I didn't.
Not Kevin.
I'm not saying for free. I was just saying
yeah.
a brother might need these services so I can get my mind back right. If it makes me smarter, I could do 40 treatments, and next thing I come out and be like, pie. To eat it or not eat it. No.
Let's get out of here.
Hey, this is the Kevin Sutton Show. I love you guys. Keep on doing what you do. Spread the word.
Tomorrow.
LeBron James is the king, is the GOAT. Remember that. Kang, kang, kang. KevinSuttonShow.com. I'm almost famous.